Hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. I hope you can see my screen and also hear my voice clearly. So today is Monday. We'll look at our charts from the weekly point of view. We want to start by first looking at our charts from the weekly, then we move to daily, then we'll move to even lesser time frame if time allows us. So the first thing which I want to say is that if you are that person who trades energy, that is, if you trade things like gas, Brent oil, WTI, you can now hold the trades overnight without being charged what's known as swap. So swap is basically the commission you charge for holding your trades overnight. That has been cancelled by FreshForex. It started 1st of November. It continues all the way up to end of December. So we'll start off, and this is the chart on our screen now. The first thing which I can see is that we're in an active downtrend. The price is continuing to the lower side. From this moment here, we have been in an active downtrend. The price keeps making lower lows, and last week we expected price to retrace back up to this line 1.1077. That did not happen. Instead, the price just came back slightly but could not hit the line. So this is still a very good place to sell from. The zone which we are having here, this one, remains to be a very good place to look for a sell from. As long as the price does not clearly ascend above it, that will give us the correct place to look for a sell from like this. So wait for just a retracement, then we pick a sell from that point. We'll have our stop loss here. So if price can come back to somewhere in between this zone here, that will give us the correct place to look for a sell from up to this point. So Euro USD from the weekly point of view, there's some moves we still expect upwards, but we look for a sell in between this range, the zone which I've colored. We expect that sell to push us up to this level 1.0476. So if you are looking at this chart from the weekly point of view, you better be looking for a sell. Expect price to pull back to the level which I've mentioned, then you pick a sell from that point up to the line which I've drawn at the very bottom. So we'll move forward. The same chart on a lesser time frame. This is a daily. Daily, the same place remains significant, but there's no indicator, which means we've not seen any clear direction. The indicator is not showing us any clear direction. So this is a sell on the weekly. We have some waiting to do on the daily for the price to hit this level before we sell it. This is the correct place to actually sell from, even on the weekly. So if price can pull back to this level, that is today or the day after today, then this will be the correct place to sell from. This one will give us the correct place to actually look for a sell from. So we'll move forward. The same chart on the Forex. As you can see, we are currently forming some buy signal. The indicator which I have on my screen is actually showing us a sign that the price may be beginning to move to the upper side. So the upward move which you're now seeing on the Forex could just be a retracement, the beginning of a retracement. So expect it to take price to somewhere in between this zone here, which will give us the correct place to sell from. So as it is now from midnight today, this has been a buy, and that buy basically is just a retracement. So expect it to take price even higher, but should not break above the blue line at the very top. I mean the red line at the top, that is this line here. This is the weekly zone where we are going to sell from. If you sell it there, well and good. If you have not sold it, you can still wait and sell it somewhere around this point, and the maximum where you should sell it from is here. So if price breaks and close above 1.1174, then that will mean you are continuing to the upper side. So we'll move forward. I'll move to our next symbol, GBP USD. This one also I'll add an indicator. GBP USD will add some indicator, the same indicator which you're using here, this one, and we'll look at it from the weekly. There is no trend on the weekly. We're not seeing, based on the indicator, we don't have any trend, but if you draw price action, we'll have our levels at these levels. We'll also have this here, and then you'll have this at the top. So around 1.2745 is the correct place to be buying from, this level here. 1.2745 is the correct actual place to look for a buy from. So if price can pull back to this level, this will give us a correct place to buy it from. But if that does not happen, you can still wait for buy positions. As you can see, on the daily we are upwards, and the level is still here. So this upward should push price, and we must first of all break beyond this level, then a retracement before we can continue upwards. So this must happen first. Before we can say that we are continuing upwards, we will need price to go above the level which I've mentioned. If you didn't buy it previously, you have to wait for price to retrace back up to the line which I've just drawn now, so that we can buy it at the lowest possible risk, expecting price to proceed even higher. So we'll move forward. We'll move forward to the next chart, USDJ power. USDJ power, we took a buy last week, so we are still holding on to that, but I don't want to recommend anything on this one. This is a buy in my opinion. We took a buy, and the main reason we bought it was because we had a level here, 108.51. we had a level which price went above, it retraced back, but then could not close below. So that meant we are still on the upper side. That's why we took a buy. We are still holding on to that buy, expecting price to move up to the top. So we'll move forward to our next symbol. I'm not going to add much on this one. It's a good buy. We have one trade which is running, so we'd better hold on to that, expecting price to move as we've said. So we'll move forward. We'll move to our next symbol. That should be Brent oil. So Brent oil, we have our lines drawn perfectly as they are previously. We had a level here, we had a level from the top, so we took a buy while price was here. We are still holding on to that position. We expect price to proceed even higher, expect price to move up to the trend line at the top. So if you did buy it as we said, we will not add anything on that chart. That is still a very good buy, so hold on to that position, expect price to move up to the very top, which is this one. So expect price to come back to this level here, so that you can pick a sell. Does that make sense? So expect price to after bouncing off from this level to go up to this trend line, where if it goes above, then we should expect it to proceed even higher. So we'll move forward to our next symbol, and that should be not gas, SP500. The SP500 so far has been bullish. The price keeps making higher lows. As you can see, we are very steeply to the upper side, and if I was to add an indicator on this one, you will see exactly what I'm saying. Just a second. If you to add this indicator, you can see that we are somehow to the upper side. So this is basically just moving averages that have been put together. There's nothing special to do with it. We are upwards. If put for us, we started being bullish from around this point here. So this one here is a very good place to buy from. Hold on to buy positions on this pair, on this symbol. Keep holding on, buy it, expect that buy to push price massively to the upper. So as long as the price keeps making higher highs and higher lows, hold on to buy position. The buy which you took previously, it was around this level here, and we did take that buy here. We are still holding on to it. So we'll move forward. I will move forward to our next symbol, and that should be the last one, gold. This one. So gold so far is bearish. We are seeing signs that the price may continue to the lower side. So we started being bullish while the price was here. This was the first sign that we're supposed to buy from. Price continued higher. As we're speaking now, we are red. The trend indicator is actually red, which means the price is possibly heading to the lower side. So we expect price to move downwards. It may pull back like this before it continues down, but then as it is now, this is a good sell. So keep looking for sell position on this symbol, but then don't just hold on to a sell. Expect price maybe to pull back upwards before it gives us the correct place to sell from. So that should be the end of today's market overview. If you have any questions, kindly feel free to post them under the chat option. I'll be able to respond immediately once I see it. So thank you. Bye.